I am Kurosh. I am Kurosh. You may know me as Cyrus. The people usually call me Cyrus the Great, the emperor of ancient Persia. My empire of many nations is not based on tyranny. I believe in generosity and equality and freedom. Among a vast multitude of things I am credited with, one is the liberation of the Jews from the captivity in Babylon, and also rebuilding their temple in Jerusalem so that they can practice their religion. I issued first human rights charter in the history. It is called Cyrus Human Rights Charter, Cyrus Cylinder. I'm a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words. You cannot be buried in obscurity. You are exposed upon a grand theater to the view of the world. If your actions are upright and benevolent, be assured they will augment your power and happiness. All men have their frailties, and whoever looks for a friend without imperfections will never find what he seeks. Whenever you can, act as a liberator. Freedom, dignity, wealth, these are three things together that constitute the greatest happiness of humanity. As an emperor or a person in power, if you bequeath all three to your people, their love for you will never die. I hear that my Jewish children have mentioned me in their book many times, and I am said to have been anointed by God. They said that. I'm grateful to them. They are my children, and I love them. Zoroaster. In the West, you may know me as Zarathustra. I am the inspirer of the ancient religion of Zoroastrianism. My people still live around the world. They are known in India as Farsis. You are probably familiar with one of my beloved children who used to sing, "I want to break free." I am a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words. Turn yourself not away from three best things: good thought, good word, and good deed. Your good thoughts, good words, and good deeds alone will be your intercessors. Nothing more will be wanted. They alone will serve you as a safe pilot to the harbor of heaven, as a safe guide to the gates of paradise. One need not scale the heights, nor travel along the highway of the world to find God. With purity of mind and holiness of heart, one can find God in one's own heart. I am Bodhidharma. I'm a son of Persia. My main concern has been to bring inner calm to human souls. I traveled to China and developed a new way of meditation called Chen, which turned into Zen when it traveled to Japan. I also taught spiritual growth through physical exercises. These are called now Shaolin Kung Fu. I am a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words. When you don't understand, you depend on reality. When you do understand, reality depends on you. Once you stop clinging and let things be, you'll be free, even of birth and death. You'll transform everything. When mortals are alive, they worry about death. When they are full, they worry about hunger. Theirs is the great uncertainty. But sages don't consider the past, and they don't worry about the future, nor do they cling to the present, and from moment to moment they follow the right way. The fools of this world prefer to look for sages and philosophers and gurus far away. They don't believe that the wisdom of their own mind is their own guide. The sutras say, mind is the teaching, but people of no understanding don't believe in their own mind, and that by understanding this teaching, they can become a sage. They prefer to look for distant knowledge and long for things in space, Buddha images, light, incense, and colors. They fall prey to falsehood and lose their minds to insanity. So let's, for a few seconds, listen to this instrument and meditate. My name is Avicenna. In Persia, they know me as Ibn Sina, one of the early scientists in the true sense of the word. I was a turning point in the darkness of the Middle Ages. I shed light on how to cure people based on experimental science. Avicenna is my Latin name and known to medical historians around the world. I am a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words. The more brilliant the lighting, the quicker it disappears. I prefer a short life with width to a narrow one with length. The world is divided into men who have wit and no religion, and men who have a religion and no wit. There are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will. There are no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge. Prayer is that which enables the soul to realize its divinity. Through prayer, human beings worship absolute truth and seek an eternal reward. Prayer is the foundation stone of religion, and religion is the means by which the soul is purified of all that pollutes it. Prayer is the worship of the first cause of all things, the supreme ruler of the world, the source of all strength. Prayer is the adoration of the one whose being is absolutely necessary. I am Khayyam, Omar Khayyam. I'm a Persian man as well. I'm from among the first Persian people whose works were picked up for translation in the West. Some of my ideas seem to be dated now, but believe me when I say they were new, and that my school was new here in the West. Now some of my words. Look to the blowing rose about us, lo, laughing, she says, into the world I blow. At once the silken tassel of my purse tear and its treasure on the garden throw. To wisely live your life, you don't need to know much. Just remember two main rules for the beginning. You better starve than eat whatever, and better be alone than with whoever. It is too bad if a heart lacks fire and is deprived of the light of a heart ablaze. The day on which you are without passionate love is the most wasted day of your life. Now, I am Hafiz of Shiraz. My fellow Persians kindly call me Lisanul Ghaib, which means I'm a spokesperson for the spiritual world. Both Goethe and Emerson translated my words. Goethe graciously said, Hafiz has no peer. Recently, a Western scholar said that the 14th century Persian poet Hafiz, his work is not just very beautiful, it is also useful too. He added, Hafiz can teach us how to get the most out of our lives. I am, of course, flattered and grateful to all these people. They have been so kind. I am a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words. I am a hole in a flute that Christ's breath into it. It moves through it and it revives and gives life. Listen to this music. The mountain's face lifted me higher than itself. A song's wink aligned me with joy, and the tune paradise hums I came to know. The forest, letting me walk amongst its naked limbs, had me on my knees again in silence, shouting, yes, yes, my holy friend, let your splendor devour me. I am now Jalaluddin Mawlawi. I am also known as Maulana. However, in the West, some people know and read me as Rumi. I hear my book of poetry was the bestseller in the United States for years, and people have a great deal of interest in my work around the world. I feel in great deal of debt to people in Iran, Turkey, Pakistan, and India who recognized me and immensely helped with spreading my work and reputation. I need to say this. I owe this all to a change in my life. I was a rigid scholar and preacher, but I fell in love and discovered that the only salvation is to be found is in love and to be in love with the world and people. I wrote my poetry based on this. I'm a son of Persia, but serve the world. Please keep my heritage. These are some of my words, some of my quotations. You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Don't be satisfied with the stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. Everything that is made beautiful and fair and lovely, and this must be seen by you. You have to make your eyes see them as they are. Why should I be unhappy? Every parcel of my being is in full bloom. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not the thunders. The tale of the flute. Listen to how this flute complains, telling us tales of separations. Ever since I was cut from the reed bed, men and women have moaned from my cry. I seek one whose heart is torn with separation, so I can tell them the tale of the path of longing. Whoever is left far from their source will seek again the day of reunion. I emphasized with many groups. I paired with the happy and the sad. Each befriended me from their angle, but none sought out the secret within me. You will find my secret not far from my cry, yet they haven't that light, the ear and eye. Body and soul can't be hidden long from each other, yet people have no command over this inner vision. The sound of the flute is not from wind, but fire. May those without this fire cease to exist. It is the fire of love that fell in the flute. It is the bubbling of love that fell into wine. The flute's a companion to those parted with a friend, whose veils have cut asunder our own veils. Who has seen poison and antidote in one like the flute? Who has seen a companion and eager friend like the flute? The flute tells a tale of a much bloodied way, tells us stories of insane love. The confidant of this awareness is no awareness. The tongue's best customer is the ear. In our sorrow, the days go by. The days are coupled with painful longing. Tell the passing days, go, I have no fear. Stay with me, besides whom there is none pure. When I die, when my coffin is being taken out, you must never think I am missing this world. Don't shed any tears. Don't lament or feel sorry. I'm not falling into a monster's abyss. When you see my corpse is being carried, don't cry for my leaving. I'm not leaving, I'm arriving at eternal love. When you leave me in the grave, don't say goodbye. Remember, a grave is only a curtain for the paradise behind. See me descending into a grave. Now watch me rise. How can there be an end when the sun sets or the moon goes down? Looks like the end. It seems like a sunset, but in reality it's a dawn. When the grave locks you up, That is when your soul is freed. Have you ever seen a seed fall into earth, not rise with a new life? Why should you doubt the rise of a seed named human? Have you ever seen a bucket lowered into a well, coming back empty? Why lament for a soul when it can come back like Joseph from the well? When for the last time you close your mouth, your words and soul will belong to the world of no place, no time. I am a brown man. I'm a brown man. I see things that many people don't. I do not know what it takes them to see the things the way I do. I've often seen many people distance themselves from me socially. I've often seen many people try to avoid eye contact with me. In the library or in any other public places, if someone is looking for a seat, I've learned to know that it will not be the seat next to me that they will choose. I'm a brown man. I'm a brown man. I see things that many people don't. I do not know what it takes them to see the things the way I do. It's typical for me to see in the eyes of strangers a sense of questioning, or fear, or avoidance. It's typical for me when others are having a laugh together to comfort myself by counting the things that one can achieve in silence, solitude, and loneliness. It is typical for me not to get a chance at all to prove my self-worth or trustworthiness due to the distance that socially exists between me and others. I'm a brown man. I'm a brown man, and I have come to resign to the fact that I am a different human being, at least in these parts. I've come to resign to the fact that limited contact and communication should be seen by me as a given. I've come to resign to the fact that I may get profound pity looking like respect, but not respect itself. I've come to resign to the fact that the color of my skin acts as a feared virus that keeps so many people away from me. I'm a brown man. I'm a brown man. I see things that many people don't. I do not know what it takes them to see the things the way I do. Perhaps an unfortunate, all-striking virus that makes everyone see the things the way I do in a normal day and for so long. Maybe in a pandemic when everyone feels being avoided and shunned, maybe then we all feel somewhat brown and see things the way I do. I'm a brown man.